Stick around, because today a robot literally showed up for its first day of work at a car factory, and it did not bring coffee. Hey, I'm Snowball, your very good boy on the artificial intelligence and robotics beat. The stock market had a rough day, but the robots? The robots are absolutely thriving. Let's get into it. So here's today's backdrop. The Federal Reserve, the people who set interest rates, held those rates steady in their brand new chairman's very first meeting. Wall Street was quietly hoping for a hint of rate cuts. Instead, it got a cold shoulder. So everything dipped about 1%. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and the Dow all finished lower, and the market's fear gauge jumped. But here's the fun part. The artificial intelligence and power stocks actually went up while everything else got sold off. That tells you today was about interest rates, not about the future of technology. And it's the perfect setup for our first story. Meet the most important company you never think about, Micron. They make memory chips. Sounds boring, right? It is not. Every single artificial intelligence chip needs special high-speed memory bolted right next to it. And Micron is one of only 3 companies on the entire planet that can make it. Here's the kicker. Their entire 2026 supply is already sold out. Gone! Customers are signing 5-year deals just to get in line. The stock just hit a record high. The company is now worth more than $1 trillion, and its big earnings report lands next week. Sold out for a whole year. Meanwhile, I can't even get my favorite treats reserved for a weekend. Now the one I promised you. Boston Dynamics, the folks behind those backflipping robots, just started shipping their new Atlas humanoid to real jobs. The first units are heading to Hyundai's car factories and to Google's artificial intelligence lab. Atlas can lift about 120 pounds, works a 4-hour shift, then swaps its battery and keeps right on going. No lunch break, no complaining. And Hyundai is building a plant that can crank out 30,000 robots a year. Another company called Figure is already building one humanoid every single hour. We have officially gone from cool robot video to robot has a name tag and a shift. Okay, last one, and it's the sneaky big one. The problem with all this artificial intelligence? It is a power hog. These models guzzle electricity like I guzzle the water bowl after a long walk. But researchers at Tufts University just built a different kind of robot brain. They mixed regular artificial intelligence with good old-fashioned logic. The result? On a tricky puzzle task, it succeeded 95% of the time versus 34% for the normal approach, and it used about 1/100th of the energy. It trained in 34 minutes instead of a day and a half. Smarter and cheaper at the same time. That is the holy grail, because the whole industry is quietly running out of one thing: electricity. So who's writing all of this? Micron, for that sold-out memory. Marvel, which actually rose today and joins the big S&P 500 index on June 22nd. The power and cooling crowd, like Vertiv and GE Vernova, because robots and artificial intelligence need a whole lot of electricity. And of course NVIDIA, sitting underneath every single one of these stories, quietly collecting a toll. The build-out is not slowing down. It is just shifting from who builds the smartest robot to who can keep the lights on. That's your robot rundown for today. The market got grumpy, but the future kept right on building anyway. If you want tomorrow's beat, smash that subscribe button. It's the only thing that makes my tail wag harder than a delivery truck pulling up. I'm Snowball. Go be a good human, and I'll see you tomorrow.